dead man walking. Oh, I'm a dead man walking. Before I slip every soul into the night. Kill till I die. Kill till I laying in the crowd, gonna burn it down. I'm a dead man walking. Oh, I'm a dead man walking. Hell's at my door, I'm a shadow man I was before. I'm a dead man walking. Before I die, I'll take every soul I can. Kill till I die.
Hey, what's going on? Oh God, Chad, this is the first time you've seen me in a while. Okay. Well, hello everybody. Welcome everyone to the stream. Today we're going to be taking a look at Remnant 2. As you all know, I played a lot of Remnant, the original one. So now, put on a shirt. I can dress myself, chat. Please. Don't roast me like this, okay? And next to me is going to be Tragic. You know him in chat as Tragic Ben. He's here.
Hello.
And he'll be providing commentary, giving you guys a good look of what we can expect from this game, and kind of guide us through a little bit of this experience, and y'all can see what's new to Remnant. Based off just the 10 minutes that I've played, pretty good. So, I think we just move on over to the scene. We can get started.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Well, chat, welcome to Remnant 2. This place has been, you can probably notice we've got a pretty large graphical update from the first game. And where do you want us to get started with this? Where like, there's so many options that we've gone through. Where do we even begin?
Well, I mean, since we've skipped the tutorial basically to get you into the gameplay quick, what we could do is we could get you your weapon upgraded. You can craft a mod which you can pick, and then we can just start shooting things.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Well, so I think we'll go ahead and start. We'll grab a weapon mod here. We've got the long gun. So in Remnant 1, you could get what, 3 different mods,
And they were static to that archetype.
and it was
that-
whichever class you ended up
Yep.
picking. We're gonna skip through her story. I have a few questions, but I don't want to hear them. All right.
So now you can pick one of 4, so you're not locked into a starting mod choice. You get to pick whatever you want.
So whatever class you end up initially picking, you can now actually just have the mod you want. So we've got a healing shot, which drops healing for you or other players. And if you actually end up missing them, it'll drop the payload, and it'll just kind of sit there until somebody walks through it. So you don't have to be very accurate, which is kind of nice. We've got concussive shot, which is just going to be a blast in front of us. Scrap shot for putting some caltrops on the ground, and then we've got the old hot shot.
Classic.
Which hot shot in the first game was really good, but this one will be even better because it actually reloads your gun as well, so you don't have to hit it, awkwardly reload immediately after. All right, so we'll go with concussive shot to start off here, and that'll equip itself to this one. We'll go touch this.
Do one upgrade real quick.
We want to do an upgrade?
Yeah, just to get it off your screen.
Let's do a quick upgrade.
How goes it, friend?
Good old rigs.
All right, I'd like to upgrade my equipment. Some characters can upgrade your items, materials found. That's all good. So we can upgrade You know, let's go ahead and upgrade our Wrangler here. There we go. So that just costs iron and scrap, just like in the original. You've got... It's a certain percentage with each upgrade, right?
Yeah, 10% damage.
So you get
increase.
10% damage with each upgrade, and they still go all the way to 20.
Yep.
So we've got the same kind of progression system. All right. And then new to this, we actually have a firing range here that we can actually test. We can actually test our guns here and see how much DPS we're doing, how much damage everything else is doing. So you actually get to mess around with the different guns. And speaking of guns, there weren't a lot to start with. This changes that.
You look like you need some shit.
So this is just what you can start with,
Now we're talking.
in addition to what we can find later on. So we've got a few more options this time.
This is every starting archetype's guns, besides your own, of course, and they're all available as soon as you have the money. We gave you a little bit extra money, but yeah, typically you'll have all of these available right away.
Is friendly fire still active in multiplayer?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yep. And it gets worse on the harder difficulties. So you have to play even smarter on higher difficulties.
That's even better.
Yep.
We have the old coach gun. We've got a lot of other guns as
Yep.
well. Repeater pistol, sure shot. We've got the regular swords, the iron greatsword. That one seems really good. I'm gonna buy that one.
That's a challenger starting weapon. It's really good. Yep.
Nice. Let's go ahead and buy that. Chat, I need to buy a gun. Tell me to buy something other than the shotgun for once. I'm buying the shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good choice. It's definitely a good choice.
We're gonna try that one out.
Watch your back.
All right.
So when you switch those over, make sure you switch your mod over as well.
So we need to unequip the mod.
Yeah, you can just click in the box. There you go. Yep.
Okay. How do we actually unequip the mod?
Click on
here?
it.
So click
And
on
then,
it.
and then
Oh,
sorry,
click on it.
right click to inspect. My bad. And then you can hit F on the mod to get rid of it.
Okay, cool.
There you go. Perfect. A little
There
bit
we go.
easier.
So now we can change to the
Yep.
shotgun. And now, hold on.
You got to
reload.
put your concussive shot on it, but yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. And we'll mess around with things as we go along. And let's go ahead and put the concussive shot on there. I keep unequipping it because that was the old keybind.
That's the old. Yep, exactly. We change it up a little bit. There you go.
There we go. So now we've got the concussive shot, which
And
the
world's-
sword is huge.
World's biggest sword. Yep.
Oh my god, it's massive.
It's one of the 2 or 3 new melee types we have. So we have full broadsword moveset.
Oh my god.
You saw one earlier, which was the katana, which was available, and I think there's another one as well. But yeah, it's a beast.
So in addition to like having normal melee combo here, we've also got a charge attack.
You got
And if
sprint
you end up running for just a second, you've also got
and
a
neutral
running
backdash.
sword, a running slash as well. And each one is just going to be a little bit different. And the melee is a lot more responsive this time. So anybody that liked melee in the first game, it's a lot more responsive. And now I think we should go ahead and take a second here to go over the class that we're actually going to be playing, which is going to be the Gunslinger. So Gunslinger is all about just like the actual like gun aspect of it. Like there's the you have the Houndmaster, who's going to have the AI companion challenger. It's going to be more of a brute and a melee. This one's going to be more on the gun focus. So by picking this as our primary class, we're going to have a prime perk here. And whichever, you can dual spec into the other classes, but
Yeah,
whoever you have as your primary class, which you can change at any time, you'll get this prime perk. So for his, it's when activating the Gunslinger, it'll reload both the weapons. So we already saw how long it takes to actually refill that shotgun, but now we can just go ahead and just refill it instantly. So it's got pretty good if you don't like reloading your weapons.
Super good. I mean, the fact that it does both guns, you can use guns that have huge magazine capacities and instantly get them reloaded. Super, super strong ability for the prime. But as you had mentioned, that prime is only available when it's in your first slot, the prime slot. Otherwise, you'll be using the prime slot of whatever that other archetype is. And there's lots of really cool prime perks like that.
And then we've got concussive shot here, which I was really enjoying. Which just does a lot of damage to everything in front of you.
Yep. And double stagger damage, and it actually has a hidden feature right now, which it does extra damage to flying enemies. So but it's very, very short range.
Yeah, it's got no range at all. You have to
Yep.
basically use it point blank, but it
Yep.
will work.
Yep.
And then the final thing, in addition to Q, reloading all of my weapons, I can either tap it and it will automatically target the closest enemy. It'll aim always at center mass, and it has guaranteed crits, but
Yep.
you can also hold it down to be able to freely aim it for a super shot
Yep.
as well.
So that'll do 6 times damage with the guaranteed crit. So if you hit weak spot, you can do some massive damage to elites or whatever you're aiming at, actually.
So if you're fighting, so you can actually, it has a bit more versatility if you're fighting like a bunch of enemies or just one big one.
And the cool thing is that skill specifically is on a low cooldown. There's other skills that have a much longer cooldown, but a much greater impact overall, right? Typical balancing stuff. Quick shot is on a very short cooldown, so you can use it to reload your weapons all the time, get some good DPS on an elite or a boss. A lot of options, or just clean up scrubs, right?
Yep. All right, so
Let's go shoot some stuff.
we'll just go ahead and interact with the World Stone here and get started.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see what we got. They put in some work. Yeah, they've put in a lot of work. And just for a second here, I like just mentioning just how clean the UI actually like looks aesthetically. It's very nice. You can only see like a small portion of it, but just a little bit. Just the bit that we do see here looks really nice. So we're going to be going to the Red Throne.
And this will all fill out as you experience the game. That was one of our big focuses, was just cleaning up the UI and the general overall presentation of the game. So,
And so go ahead and fast travel here. So let's talk about Remnant and the different bosses that you're going to be going up against.
Okay.
When you, in the original Remnant, like the story was basically just one linear path.
yep.
And this time it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to be able to have basically the entire story in each of these biomes, and you've got multiple stories.
Yeah, so there's a story thread line that continues throughout the game. However, the major difference between Remnant 1 and Remnant 2 is Remnant 1, like you said, was static in terms of you go to, Earth first, and then you go to Yeisha, and then you go to whatever. In this game, in Remnant 2, you can actually go to any of the starting biomes as your first biome, and the storyline will continue properly through all of them. It's completely random what you get. And within each biome, there are multiple storylines. So, for example, day 1, you could be streaming. In the first 30 minutes, you could be in Yeisha. I could be in Loathsome, which we've seen in some of the videos. Or we both could be in Yeisha, and we could be in 2 different storylines. So you could take 6 or 7 people, and they could all have a completely different starting experience, which is something we haven't seen anybody really do before, and that's something we really wanted to focus on. But the story is cohesive, and it'll work in whatever order that you play it through. And
That's really nice.
every biome story is also self-contained as well, which is pretty cool.
And I know our character's like really stacked on iron and money, but the majority
Yep.
of the money is going to be actually coming from finding and looting these
Yep.
chests now. We're no longer going to be playing,
Yeah, you can get some.
You can get a little
Yep.
bit of money,
Yep.
but by and large, most of your materials are going to come from actually looting chests,
Absolutely.
and you don't have like this really weird momentum shift where you're just breaking every pot for loot.
Yeah, I'm sure you remember going into Swamp, and there's 7,000 pots. And
Yeah,
still
there's
killing,
just barrels everywhere, and you just went around and smashed barrels, which was kind of nice.
We
But-
definitely wanted to highlight the exploration a bit more, so we have 2 different types of chests now, a standard chest and then a more special chest, and obviously special chest has greater rewards, but they're actually worth going out of your way to find for money, resources, and a few other features that you'll see. Yeah, awesome
Nice.
stagger.
I like that actually staggers him out of that jump attack.
Yeah, it does like 6 times stagger or something. It's amazing.
It also seems like there's a lot of elites, so that like high-pitched sound is usually whenever you have an elite spawn in. Lore
Lore.
of the Bear, the Brilliant. All right. A large map. I like the actual UI in the top right, like actually seeing how each one, like where you can actually move, so you don't have to go play what's interactable.
And that's another feature that we really wanted to focus on. If you hit M, you can see the world map. Yeah, tons of resources there.
World map?
Yeah, hit M and you can see. So it's a full 3D map now.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, so a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people got lost on our old 2D map, so we went full 3D this time, so now you can see.
I mean, this is also really nice because I like being able to see where I haven't explored.
Exactly.
So, like, if if I go through this path and I go, hey, I missed something over here, I can actually backtrack and go get that. So, that's really nice. Show us the traits. So, traits are back in this game. They're
You can just click the trait. You can click the build actually. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So traits are still here, just as you know them before. So everybody's going to end up starting with the same 4 this time around.
Everybody starts with all 4. You no longer have to worry about, I'm going to pick Ex-Cultist because he's got Spirit. Everybody gets the same 4 starting traits. And then the Archetype trait, which we talked about before, but it is unique to your archetype. It levels up for free. You don't have to put any trait points into it. You just have to gain EXP. But when you get it to max level, it becomes available for every build, and you no longer even have to play that archetype to use that trait anymore. Now, it won't be full. You'll have to spend points on it for other builds. But it's something to motivate you and to reward you for playing other archetypes as well.
So now you don't actually have. So now you can actually have a reason to fully play through each class, and each class feels unique.
Yeah.
And then once you've played through all of them, you can actually mix and match and make your perfect build that you want to have.
Absolutely, and there's many other traits to discover, just like Remnant 1 as well. So the build possibilities are pretty crazy. And if anybody asks, you absolutely can respec. You'll be able to respec. There's nothing, you don't lock yourself out of anything, just like Remnant 1.
But this time around, it's not going to be just grind yourself up to the top. Am I allowed to show this?
Yeah,
I assume.
this is all fair game.
All right, cool. Cutscenes. But you're not going to just slowly grind out until you have level 20 in every single
Exactly.
every single perk.
It's all about
max
trade-offs
level.
and sacrifices this time.
So now you'll build an actual. You'll have an actual build with what was it you said? I mean, the number's going to change here and there.
It's going to change. Right now, it's about 60 base that you can discover, and then you get 10 each for free for each archetype. So it's a little over 80 because you also get a few points for free in each archetype just by default. So right now, max is about 85, and that may go up or down. But yeah, you actually have to. But also the traits are more powerful per point because before you got 1,000, now you get whatever your build is.
Now you don't have to get to level 1,000. You get to level 85, and you make a build with the perks that you've gotten.
Yep, and it's very easy to respec.
Which also that feels really nice because then like you don't get a new perk and then have to spend 3 hours leveling up just to max out that perk
Absolutely.
and see what it's like.
Yeah, you could just respec and dump all your points into it if you want.
For now. But tell us, Pax,
Will we have any summons? Or summons coming back?
does it bring this time?
Maybe. There's a high possibility.
I imagine we're gonna have a summon or two.
I would imagine you're correct.
Once
I would imagine that anybody that loves summon style gameplay will be incredibly happy. Let's say that.
Her Majesty is unsurprised by its solipsism. From the Krell.
Are we going to have a pain mode enabled by default? So by default, we're going to end up having 3 difficulties with one that you can work your way up to, which is going to be that new apocalypse. And
Yep. So just like Remnant 1, we have 3 starting difficulties. This one they're called Survivor, Veteran, and Nightmare. And then yes, like you said, we can unlock Apocalypse. So Nightmare is meant to be hard, very punishing, but fair, still punishing.
it's not going to be like the original Nightmare when that launched, and it's like, oh,
Yep. But Apocalypse is meant to be brutal. So it's for people that really want to.
so you
challenge
will
themselves.
have that extra challenge.
Yep.
You'll have the higher difficulty if you want it.
Yep.
Is this a roguelike?
Her Majesty.
Kinda
In her eternal
not interested combat. Oh boy.
will
Kinda-ish. I mean, it's roguelike in a sense that your playthrough is going to be different than someone else's, but you can then go back through it and see every iteration of it.
Yeah, you don't lose anything on death. The only punishment is time invested to get to where you were before you died.
Oh,
Well,
oh,
you may have chose poorly.
oh, okay, bye.
First death.
Dude. Nice.
All right, so let's see what happens now. So this game has tons and tons and tons of outcomes depending on which way you go, right? So you clearly pick one option here, which is
We
totally
picked an
viable.
option here.
So you annoyed the queen here. She's not happy with your option.
No, she's really mad about that one. Listen.
If I am reticent, it is because I risk much. On Yesha, things are much deformed from their true shape.
But now I'm not going to be satisfied. Like when I go through, I'm going to want that fight and I'm going to want to beat it every time.
Oh, absolutely.
Perceptive
Because
wanderer,
in I mean even in the first Remnant, you had those type of
interpreter.
situations like the Undying King was a good example of that. He had you go to some other zone to do something, but you could just fight him and just say no.
Yep.
The highborn.
This one now though, you're locked out of the other option until you play again because you made her mad. So
Yeah.
so now if you ever want to see the other option and there are actually
Imprisonment
other options,
and
then
unjust.
you know there's something for you in your next playthrough
Actions of
if you get this story.
than I for the Empress.
Uh,
That you stay a
the
moment.
survival mode going to be making a return. I really loved the survival mode that y'all ended up adding to Remnant 1. That one was
Yeah, we don't have any info on that yet.
of the pen.
Still just working to get this out. You never know.
In this
Yeah.
song, there is a growing
either way. It was really good, and
by the forward
We'll see.
gazing. We call ourselves the children of the red doe. Our eyes.
are y'all going to have abilities to create loadouts so you don't have to respec and manually do each one?
It's something we've talked about. We obviously haven't committed to it at the moment, but it's something that we have talked about, and we know it's high on people's list. So it's the most I can say about that at this time. But
Remember,
we know it's a
the dreams of
highly desired feature.
children
Okay.
walk with you.
And then how does multi-classing active skills work?
Multi-classing active skills. So you get to pick, as you level up your archetype, you get access to up to 3 archetype skills. You can only use one of them at a time. You can switch them anytime you want, but you can only get one at a time. When you dual archetype, you get one of that archetype's skills as well. So you can always have 2 active skills at any time, one from each archetype.
I don't know if this is helping me with the queen not hating me, but
It's different, I'll tell you that.
there we go. I hear it again. That was another one.
Get the prison break going on. Don't forget, you got that monster sword too. Ooh. Oh, you don't have the monster
no, I
sword.
changed
You
it out.
changed it. You changed it out. Man, you like got all of the elites here. There you go. Nice.
Okay,
That thing hits.
I like it. Need to actually use my skills more. I gotta remember that I can actually just reload my gun now.
There's definitely a bit of a learning curve.
That's the problem that I sometimes have is that, like, you give me the new tools, I forget that I end up having them, and then just use the same tools that I used before. Oh, what's this? Oh, hey! I get their sword.
You get their sword, yeah.
Nice. Give it to me. I like it. Woo!
Just remember, we can dismiss that. We're gonna make sure that we have an option for that to go away automatically as well. Still working on
There a flashlight?
it. Hit L. There you go.
Hey!
Questions? We're looking at questions? I miss it. Goes quick. I'm sorry. I get excited watching people play. I forget to watch the to read the stream.
Yeah, sometimes I do that too. I'm lost now, by the way.
I'll keep going. Just keep going up.
Just keep
See what
going
they
up.
say.
Is Ring of the Admiral coming back?
Oh, you can show them your special thing here.
Okay, so here's a neat little bit of trivia. See this? This is the default no item equipped icon is actually the Ring of the Admiral.
Yep.
So that's actually the default icon
Yep.
for the unequipped rings, which now you can have 4 rings.
Yep.
So you can have a lot more build variety instead of just using just 2. So you'll be able to mix and match a lot more.
And to that question, the actual ring is in the game as well. Let's see else what we got. What else do we got?
What else do we have? Oh, it's a different
That's
chest.
a special chest. So
Special chest. What's
So,
this?
so here's a new feature that nobody has seen before. You got what's called a relic fragment.
Okay.
So hit
Range
tab.
crit damage.
Range crit damage. So hit tab. So go to your relic,
All
right?
right.
So we'll talk about two things first. So relics are basically what a dragon heart. A dragon heart is a relic, right? There are multiple relics in the game. Relics deal with healing. So in Remnant 1, your primary healing option was the dragon heart. You press the button, you heal. There are numerous versions of relics now that do different things, heal you different ways, heal over time, leave a pool.
So
of-
you'll have more than just the dragon heart.
you have
and-
many more than just the dragon heart, and that's another way to customize. So relic fragments are something that you can slot into your relic to give you an additional bonus. So you actually got 2.715 range crit damage. Those go up. The higher difficulty you are, the higher level you are, these will go higher and higher and higher. They go much higher, like up to like 30 something.
so you don't have to upgrade these?
No, in fact, you don't upgrade these at all. What happens is if you pick one that is the exact same type, it will automatically override your current one, so you don't have to manage them.
Okay.
You never have to worry about upgrading those at all. It'll just do it automatically for you. If you get a dupe, you'll get what is called relic. Oh, you had it. Go back. Watch. Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Nice.
So you'll get what's called relic dust, and then you can use relic dust to purchase more chances at getting additional relics. So you have a reason to keep exploring. And there's a vendor that will sell you relic fragments,
Oh,
which
that's
is really
cool.
cool. Yep. Just another way to customize your build. There's dozens of those fragments, and you can help use that to customize your build. Maybe you want a little bit more healing, range damage, melee damage, mod power generation, basically every stat.
All right.
Let's see else what do you got here.
So now we're going into the next area?
You are going to the next stage. So now you're like actually going out onto your quest now, basically.
Okay. So now this is the beginning of the actual zone that you
Yep.
would normally do.
So that was the starting area of the bomb. Now you're in. Now it's up to you. Go wherever you want.
All right,
Let's
cool.
see what else we got.
Now we can go explore. Resting. So that'll respawn people as normal.
Yep.
Okay.
And you do not have to actually ever touch that to count it as a checkpoint. You just have to get near it. It's how it worked in Remnant 1. A lot of people didn't know that. But yeah. So I saw somebody say something, will guns from Remnant 1 be in Remnant 2? Yes, lots and lots and lots. There are a lot of guns from Remnant 1 and tons more guns.
Is Nightmare easier than Remnant 1, or will Apocalypse become the maintain the original difficulty? So we touched on this a little bit earlier. It's going to be mostly just Nightmare's going to be a little bit easier, and then you're going to have Apocalypse for that.
Yeah, Nightmare's
easier
going to be
bit.
a little bit more fair for somebody that wants to start on it. It was pretty punishing because we built it in Remnant 1 to be like something you do as a new game plus, but we left it open because we knew people would try it. And then we're going to make, and then Apocalypse is meant to just be ruthless. Like if you want a challenge, the hardest challenge, that's what Apocalypse is for.
39% more stagger damage. That seems really good.
It's good.
Nice. So information about a release date. So it's going to be in summer 2023. And as far as like what it's going to be available on, it's going to be available on Xbox, the most recent version of that, PS5, and PC. And it will be available on Steam.
Whoa!
Ah!
It's got murked. That's uncool.
I had to do it. They hit me.
You can
They
dismiss
did
that.
some damage to me. Speaking of which, what's that white bar there for the health bar?
Okay, so the white bar is, well, it's white health. It's what we call white health or gray health. It's recoverable health, and it comes back very, very slowly. So every time you take damage, 50% of the damage will be converted to white health or gray health, and that will come back over time until you get hit again. If you get hit again, you'll lose that white health, and it'll generate
Alright.
new white health. There are ways to make builds around that. There are ways to make it come back incredibly fast. There are ways to harness the concept of having white health to deal damage. There's all kinds of cool mechanics around it. Oh gosh.
All right, we should stop tanking all the damage.
We get the wrong archetype for tanking all the damage.
Might actually switch. Ah!
Oh.
Oh, I didn't see him back there. Okay, we're gonna switch back to the. I'm gonna switch back to this one. I love the shotgun.
Go back to the
I'm gonna
Wrangler.
go back to the other one though. So we're gonna go ahead and take off that concussive shot.
There you go.
There we go.
Classic.
I'm familiar with it.
The classic. Yep. Totally understand.
All right.
Let's see what we got on here.
All right, let's see what we got here. There's mentions of crossplay. Is there going to be...
I don't think we have any info on that just yet.
Okay.
Again, we know it's, it's something that people talk about a lot, but no info just yet.
I love this sword.
It's a beast.
Let's use the charge.
One hit.
Yeah, we can just one hit him.
Let's see what
Perfect.
else.
All right, we found the new build. Play the gunslinger, use a melee weapon.
I mean, it's worked. It's definitely viable. There's about 1 million trinkets to help you support that.
Will it be a beta or early access before the release? Or are you just going to release it?
I don't think we have any info on that just yet.
Okay, cool.
Hate to be that guy.
Yeah,
it's the same thing over and over again. But,
Dude,
yeah, it is.
we already knew there's going to be questions that I'm going to ask.
course.
And it's just, the response is just going to be, because you want to always give like an answer
Exactly.
that you're comfortable with, and you're like, yep.
Nice. There you go.
I
Super
like-
useful. Getting good range actually.
Yeah, it's got a really good range on like actually targeting enemies.
Yep. Ooh,
I hear it.
yep. Who we got this time? Oh, it's
Oh,
another
there he
race.
is.
Yeah, another Spectre type guy. See what else we got.
There we go.
So I've seen this one a couple times. Will co-op progress apply to characters in the game? So all of your EXP, of course, will carry over. Any loot that you get, just like Remnant 1. The reason the story progress doesn't carry over is because your first biome might be, Geisha, and somebody else's might be Fey and Loathsome, and in their biome, or in their play, when they get to the same biome that you have, it might be a different story. So there's no way for it to really carry over that way. But all of your progress, all of your EXP, your traits, anything you ever pick up, all of that is totally viable. And in fact, in some cases, it can help you. So if I play with you, maybe I get an item or a trinket that somebody in another biome wants. Okay. I go back to my story. Maybe that biome wasn't in your playthrough, but it was in my story. So now I have a leg up on my quest line because I got an item from playing with you. So, but in terms of story progress, no, because of the way that the game works.
Gotcha. Let's take a look here. So it looks like we're heading in the... Oh, I see something on the map here.
Yep. You're close to a world stone, and then...
Nice little checkpoint.
Yep. It's made it a lot easier to kind of find your way. That was our goal.
Yeah, because these areas are a lot more expansive. Because like
there?
in Remnant 1, it was mostly just corridors.
I think you passed something.
Oh, there's...
Yeah, you can just touch it. See.
Oh, hey. What's that? Hello.
Spirit of the forest.
What summons me from my ethereal wanderings?
Is this coming to console? Yes. PS5 and Xbox Series,
Is this?
whatever they call it.
Through fog and field, they
This is a good question. Does the difficulty scaling include new attack patterns? And then it scrolled off the screen. There are some additional features on difficulty, on higher difficulties. Like in some cases, there might be, they might make decisions faster. They might change up.
So
the
it does
patterns
change
slightly.
up.
Not in a major way.
But it does change up a little bit, so it's not going to just be just health.
In
just
some
damage.
cases, yeah. In some cases, yeah. Sometimes they'll do certain attacks more often, things like that. But it's not like a crazy thing. You're not
Potentially
gonna
be a
see-
bit more aggressive.
Yeah,
or things
exactly,
Like
exactly.
And your eye may open. And do choose
that. Is there a character customization? We weren't able to really get into it, but there was.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Remnant 1, you can make your character. We don't have a barber shop. I saw somebody asked about it, but it's another one of those features which we know about. Like, our goal has always been to make sure that we get the game in a good state, performing well, as good as experience as we can, and then look at what the community really wants and see what we can address out of that stuff, right? Instead of trying to put like the kitchen sink in and then maybe not delivering as best as we could, if that makes sense, right? But we definitely hear people.
Kill.
We definitely hear people on all of those types of things.
Okay. So you were saying how each biome you can actually go to and you can pick. You don't have to start at the same biome every time. So like in the Remnant one, you had Earth, then
And then
the
Geisha,
desert,
yeah,
then
desert,
Geisha.
yeah, Rom, yep.
So and you had to do them in that order.
Yep. The only side thing is that if you decided to do swamp or not, that was the only main decision. In Remnant 2, the moment you finish the tutorial and you go into your first biome, which we did here, we went into the first biome, it could be completely different. It could be any of the biomes. It could also be any story within the biome. So you and I, like I said, we were talking before, we could both come to Geisha and be in 2 different storylines, which means totally different content is available. Now there are some things that will spawn in both biomes. Certain side dungeons, optional dungeons can spawn. There's obviously a handful of them.
There's a little bit of overlap.
Exactly, and then we have another new feature for Remnant 2 called injectables, which are, I know you guys have seen the exhibit meme. I know you guys like this, and so we put this in your this. Injectables are dungeons or rooms or special encounters that can also spawn within dungeons. So you have a dungeon that may spawn.
Dungeon inside the dungeon.
Exactly. So you might go to Geisha, I might go to Geisha. We may be in a totally different storyline. However, we both got a same side dungeon just by happenstance. But an injectable may spawn in yours that doesn't spawn in mine. So you might say, oh, I went to that one dungeon, the Dark Forest or whatever, I'm making up a name, and I saw this encounter, and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, it was behind the waterfall. I'm like, no, there's rocks there. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, it's right. No, it's not in there. It's what injectables do. So they add, not dungeons within dungeons, but the concept is like that. Some unique feature, some unique element. It could be a small room. It could be a big encounter. It could be a dungeon within a dungeon, and they're random.
Your heart is true. May the power of the doe's eye free you from your incarnate shackles.
Is that a good thing?
I mean-
Objective success.
I mean, it's a success.
Huh?
There are two
So she's just testing your.
we may see out of either.
Was she testing me?
Favor
You did the questions, right? Were you doing the questions?
Yes, but I was picking options.
She's testing your morals.
Well, I got good morals.
Did you? Let's see what did you get? Did you see what you got there? Let's see what you
I
got.
did not see what I got.
Let's finish what she does here.
The eye of the Ravager rarely sees beyond its own satiation. Like an animal chasing its tail, it knows no rest.
Test your listening skills.
The doe's eye sees only
I see will there still be hardcore items? In fact, our goal is to have
easily met.
difficulty items and hardcore items. So our goal is to have reasons to play on
Okay.
different difficulties.
Because I know in the first one you actually had a reason to play through each difficulty on hardcore.
On hardcore, there were hardcore rewards, but you could play it on easy if you wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah, and this one, our goal is to have like some rewards for even playing a harder difficulty, which, the goal is to make sure they're retroactive. So if you, like somebody like yourself did Nightmare first, you would still get all the other rewards for doing that kind of thing.
So you don't have to go through it on each of the difficulties, because I know that was...
No. Just each incremental one. If you did one low, then you'd have to do the next one. But if you went to the highest, you're perfectly fine.
All right, cool.
Can be. Nothing became of him as it happened.
Is there a hide helmet option?
Yeah, there is.
Nice.
Quiet path.
And armor this time around is going to be a lot easier to manage with. So skill sets aren't going to be tied to the actual armor itself anymore.
Exactly.
So now you can use armor for more cosmetic,
Yep.
or you could use armor for more, you can just mix and match whichever one you like.
Yeah, it's mostly about the damage reduction that you're going to get from the armor, the resists that armor has, the weight class that it provides, light, heavy, medium, ultra heavy, and then that affects your dodge obviously. Because in Remnant 1, your quote-unquote archetype, your playstyle was based on the armor. Now the foundation is based on the archetype. So armors, you can just go into full fashion if you want. We even added an extra slot of armor so you could customize a little bit more.
Okay.
Came to me seeking to know more of this boy who had
Okay. All right. You're great, but I'm gonna move on now. Okay. I'm gonna move on now. That was a great lore session.
So we
talked
also
about a
tell
lot.
you now, you see up at the top of the corner, we tell you the level of the area. So you can always check what your power level is and compare it against the level. So if you're way over leveled, if you're way under leveled, people had that issue in Remnant 1, they'd be way under leveled, wonder why they're getting smoked. Definitely don't let that guy smoke you. Oops. Oh, it's our buddy.
And do you have any specifics on like how enemies will end up scaling? On like, if you bring in more people, is it going to be?
Well, it definitely gets harder the more enemies that, or the more teammates that you have. But also, additionally, we have the scaling that we carried over from Remnant 1, but we cleaned it up a little bit. And so now archetypes play into the scaling. Armor no longer can be leveled up. There's no need to level up your armor anymore.
Yeah, armor
so it
now
doesn't
just
factor
levels
into it.
up with your, just with you.
It's just what it is. So if something gives you 25% damage reduction, it gives you 25% damage reduction for the rest of the game. You don't even have to think about the armor at all, which also gives you more money and more resources to focus on the things that you like to do: guns, mods, consumables, all of those things.
Nice. The art on these guys looks really good.
Well, that guy's not vaulting. Cool. Feature.
Feature?
Yeah,
It's just a feature?
Feature.
It's okay, I'm going to find all the features. Oh, hey, there's the level up for Gunslinger.
Yep.
So that levels up.
So that enabled your first perk, your level 1, your first archetype perk.
First archetype perk.
Yep. And so that will always be a damage perk for every archetype. It's just the perk for that class that gives them kind of like class thematic damage buff. So for him, it's going to be range damage and fire rate. But for somebody like the handler, for example, they would get skill damage because the dog is a skill, right? Things like that. And of course, you want to mix and match them because they stack.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Bad things come in twos. You try to one-shot him if you can get a headshot with him.
There we go.
Insta-jib. Yep. Nice one. And,
Behind me.
again, remember, because of your prime, it loaded both of your guns, so you're ready to go.
And now you're ready to just fight the next one.
Exactly.
Will there be support focused builds? So based on what we've
100%.
seen, you can actually, if you like playing like someone who is their whole goal is to heal the team, you'll actually have that. Like you have,
Oh,
we saw a
absolutely.
mod where you actually just launch healing grenades as your mod power. So like my mod power is that blast that we're doing to hit the enemies, but you can choose to have it do a variety of different effects.
Absolutely. And in fact, so one of the cool elements that I like that we did is that, so every archetype has a damage, like I said, a damage perk. We were just talking
Which
about
let's
that.
actually take a look. So
Oh yeah, good call. You can go to the left if you, yeah, there you go.
there we go. So
that-
now
yep.
we've got fire rate and range damage, which will improve as we
Yeah,
level up this
it gets much greater over time. But you'll have an archetype, for example, so his is thematic to him, which is, he's the master of guns and handling and all these things. So his is fire rate and range damage. But something like a support class might have damage in every damage type, so mod and skill and range, but it might be a little bit lower, but they're more well-rounded. So the idea is that any support type gameplay archetype that you play will be much more rounded and less like specifically focused on one damage type, so they can contribute in multiple ways, and you don't feel like you're just a healer or just a support, right?
Yeah, we
If
got
that makes sense.
relic effectiveness by 15%. We just picked up another ring.
Yep.
So
Which is good because your relic does not heal the full health by default. It only heals 70.
oh,
Oh, still got him.
doesn't actually even need to hit the
No,
headshot. for
he
him.
gets the crit because it's a full crit, right? So that guy doesn't have a lot of damage on him. Yeah. These guys are like more annoying specials than they are super elites.
Yeah, their whole thing is just being in the back and not noticing them.
What else we got? Where there'll be shields, yes.
Music?
Many different types.
People are mentioning like the whole pre-alpha aspect. It looks really nice.
Yeah, our team put a lot of work into it. That's our obviously one of our big focuses is just making it look like the best that we possibly can.
So, what would you say the campaign length? Like, Is it? What's the gameplay loop going to be beyond just what we're seeing here?
Well, obviously every player is different. I will say on average the game has shown to be longer than Remnant 1 for the majority of players. But somebody might get in and somehow beeline to all the perfect things and call me a liar. But in general, it's longer. And as for the gameplay loop, I mean, one of the main things is there's just so many unique quests and side quests and stories and storyline outcomes that you could play the game 3 full times and still not see everything the game has to offer. Right? So it's really enticing. We really want to entice you to play the game again, try different archetypes, try different outcomes. There's a ton of things to do in the game.
Nice.
So you could get, I mean, just by definition, you could get like 2 full games worth of content because there are 2 stories in every single biome, right? But then there's even more things to do, more outcomes from many of those. So there's a lot to do.
Oh, we got new ones here. Looks like he had a gun. I should have let him do something. Hey, we have a trade point.
Yep, you got a trade point.
Nice. Let's throw that into... Oh, he picked up Bark's.
That's what you got from Maedra when you talked to her. So you
Nice.
answered her like admirably, so she gave you a defensive trait.
Ah!
You didn't commit to it, but yeah.
Okay. Any more? Yeah, there's
Nope,
more.
the guy peeking out of the corner there. New bows or bow archetype. There is, you've seen in the trailer, if you've watched the trailer, there's definitely at least one bow. Yeah, there's more than one bow, and there's definitely a lot of really fun bow gameplay.
Oh, their shots home in just a little bit.
Yeah, they have a little tiny bit.
A little tiny bit of homing. Oh, where we come from? There we go. Which I gotta say, going up against these feels like the way they jump left to right feels very similar to the Geisha enemies with the crossbow, but it feels a lot more actually fun to play through instead of like I peeked my head out for half a second.
Well, I'll tell you why. So we actually got rid of the vast majority of hit scan enemies. So if anybody played Razum in Remnant 1, you know that there were enemies that, just like you, I mean, you are using a hit scan weapon, which is basically instant the moment you press the trigger. We got rid of the majority of those for enemies. There's only a few rare cases where those exist, so it gives you a little bit of time to play around and to, kind of like outwit the enemies and outmaneuver them instead of like, oh, I just got hit. That felt a little unfair, so we wanted to clean that up.
Gotcha. And then, so I got the key.
Okay.
Where am I going with that?
So, you tell me.
I guess we're going over here.
There you go.
All right. Hey, it's a chest.
Handy
Nice.
3D map. There you go.
I'm going to love this map because I'm going to get lost a lot. So I got range crit chance as well.
crit
So now I've got crit damage and crit chance.
Yep.
1.3.
Yep.
It's not bad.
And it'll definitely go up to be considerable.
Is there, like, I already have 100% crit for my ability. Can you go over 100?
No, there's no like super crit or anything like that, but it's more for your range damage and your melee damage. Well, in that case, it wouldn't be melee damage, but yeah, in that case, for those specific fragments, they're just range. Oh.
Will there be easier ways to tell, like, because you'll be able to do adventure mode, like if you end up seeing the, like if you don't end up seeing a boss, you'll be able to go through adventure mode and actually try and farm for the specific gear, but will you have a better idea of like what you're walking into?
Yes, because the storyline is tied to a certain end boss. The mini bosses are completely randomized between, the biomes, but the story is focused on a specific conclusion. So you'll know when you come into a certain one, oh, I'm going to fight this boss. So it's much easier for you to re-roll knowing which end boss you'll fight.
While crouching, reduce enemy awareness and increase. Little roly-poly guy. All right.
I said show the bow. There's no bow. He's got to find it.
So what's this on my 2? I see we have a bunch of stuff in the bottom left here.
So that's blood root, which is similar to blood wart in Remnant 1. So it's just a 30-second heal over time if you remember Blood Root
All right, so I'll let him
or Blood
hit me
Wart.
there.
Then you have obviously your
That's a
ammo
lot-
box.
That's actually a lot better than it was in the first one.
Yeah.
That's without any buffs.
And then you have a bomb. Actually, you have 2 bombs. One of them gets rid of, we have the blights, the bars that one made you cough in Remnant 1. And then there's some other dangerous blights in this one. Those are to get rid of those. The ammo box no longer reloads your weapons, but it does give you full ammo capacity. So you can no longer use it.
You can't just use an ammo box in half a second?
Exactly. Because
Just
now we
quickly
have,
just grab it?
the reason we did that is 1, because it was too good, but 2, we have weapons that have really, really long reloads because they're really powerful weapons, and we wanted to make sure you don't just hit a button and usurp.
Completely bypass
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So it adds,
exactly.
it adds a bit of weapon balance. 'Cause,
Exactly.
Yeah, you could use it on like the single shot weapons that take forever to reload and then just bypass it.
Exactly.
entirely.
It's not hiding very well.
No, I'm not aiming very well either. I
Oh, look at
apologize.
this.
Apologize in advance, chat. I'm not good at aiming, but y'all knew this.
Well, luckily you have the guy that'll auto aim for you with the Q if you just tap it.
There's a lot of them. The enemy density feels a lot better than the first game. Like, once you actually get into combat, like, yeah, we're on the easiest difficulty right now, I believe. So they're kind of like falling over quickly, but
Yep. And you
you're
level
kinda-
up your primary gun too, which gives you a little bit of a boost.
and we also level. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Sorry, I just like how the water looks. Wade through it. Tier. Geola. What's that do? Oh god! Oh, hi. Okay. I just wanted the ring, man.
Nothing is free in Remnant.
I still got the ring in my hand, right? I get to keep it.
It'll auto equip for you. Yeah, you got it.
That's the important part here. I want my ring. Yeah, that design looks good.
Good luck.
This should be fun. And so this one's got water terrain here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can break his tentacles there. Pretty good. Oh.
That hit.
Alright, we're going to need to eat some more root here.
Oh. This is a rough arena.
Yeah, this arena, spatial awareness. The boss fight. Oh my. He comes out swinging with that.
He does. Oh, went into the
Are there
water.
iframes for the water dodge?
It's very, very, very
no,
small.
there.
It's very, very small. It's like super minuscule.
Oh no.
Water is bad.
Water's very bad.
Water's bad.
Oh my god.
All right.
Alright, chat, you can all laugh at me for dying on the easiest difficulty. Once.
Twice. That's 2.
Once.
All right, we'll say 1. There you go. But now you can get right here, so it's cool. No long walk.
No long walk through the entire area
No.
just to fight the boss again.
Nah.
Whoop.
Nice dodge, though. Okay.
Alright.
All right, here he comes. Good dodge. There you go. Already got it. Oh, he's mad now.
Alright.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah. That is very tight.
Water's not good.
Water is
Water's
bad.
not good. Nice.
It's okay.
Nice job.
Where
There
is
you
the end of this water hell?
You gotta find the flowers, the big flower or the leaves.
I'm on the flowers.
No, the leaves.
Oh my god.
There you go. Oh,
Oh, I see it.
there you go. Go, go, go. There you go.
Okay, we're good.
Nice job. All right, good recovery.
Alright.
So,
Let's just stay in this nice open area.
so there's a good question there about do boss have less ads? So we definitely made a concerted effort to, when we spawn ads, make sure there's a reason, like a more logical reason for them. And there are many bosses that, like this guy, for example, doesn't really have a traditional concept of ads. Obviously, he's got his tentacles. That's part of his body. But I think people will be very happy with the bosses. And
yeah, I'm
Remnant
really
2.
liking it. Chad, I'm just trying to show you more of the boss fight, okay?
That's fair.
I'm really thinking about just showing you as much of the boss fight as I can.
Show all the attacks. You still have a trait point because you didn't commit to it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. See, that's why. That's what
why.
was stopping me. It was the trait point. There we go. Commit changes.
Yeah, there you go.
You sure? It's
There.
permanent, but
See?
not really.
It's permanent until you get a respec. We'll probably adjust that message just a little bit. Nice job. There you go. Oh, just walk to his side. Awesome.
All right. Let's get out of the water there.
So somebody asked, will we get armor vanity slots to keep a look we like? So in Remnant 2, we've talked about this before. In Remnant 2, there's no set bonuses on armor anymore. That's been moved to the archetypes and a lot of other things that we may see. So you can wear whatever you want. You can look however you want. The only thing you have to worry about is weight. That's totally up to you. Nice. That shot's not too bad on these guys.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
like a decent chunk of damage.
a decent chunk.
Oh, that guy slaps.
Oh, he came back fast. Okay.
Nice evade. Ooh, there we go. One thing you'll notice immediately upon playing Remnant 2, if you played Remnant 1, is stamina management is much more important. Because we give you infinite stamina out of combat. So in combat, you really, really, really have to manage it well, and it makes stamina items very appealing for some people.
Let's get back. Alright. Seal up here.
Nice job. Remember, you get that free reload as well with your prime. Perfect. Excellent.
He's gonna get me with
He
that
comes out
every
swinging.
time.
Yep, he does.
I love bosses that like they just as soon as they come back though, that's it. They're ready to fight.
Yeah, he's ready.
I'm gonna die again. I feel.
Nah, I believe in you. You got 4 dragon hearts. I'll tell you why.
I think I walked back into that last attack there. Oh, into the water.
Water is dangerous. Nice heal. Oh, you got this. You got this. No problem.
It's the neutral dodge. I just gotta get used to using
The classic,
neutral.
right? Good job.
Classic neutral
Let's call
dodge.
it first try. We'll call it first try.
We'll call it first try. All right, so we got another trait point.
You did get another. So you get trait points from killing bosses. You get trait points for finding them on the ground, and so mini bosses and world bosses. And there's another element which you may or may not see. We'll see called an aberration, which will also give you. But just as a side note, you found something really cool. The ring that you pick up, Quayla's ring, Tear of Quayla. Check it out.
Oh yeah, the ring that we ended up.
It gives you
picking.
2 relic slot.
Oh,
So that's why you had 5.
Oh,
It's a crazy good ring. Really,
That's
really, really good. Yep.
Oh, hey, and we get a chest after.
You get a chest. Yep. Nice job. And another gem. So you got shield effectiveness. You don't have any shields, so that doesn't help you. But spoiler
But if I
alert.
find a shield,
Spoiler alert: if you find a shield, you can increase its effectiveness.
nice. I like shields. Shields are good.
Yeah,
The trait point made the difference. I told you, it's all about the trait point.
that's true. You didn't die after that, did you?
No, I didn't. I won't die again.
That's why it's first try. You
Yeah.
counted as first try. So now you're in. Ooh, this is a little bit more creepy looking.
Dude, this looks sick.
I'm telling you, the art team went crazy, man. They really put a lot into this.
The Far Woods.
Far Woods. Let's see what else we got on here.
I already see them poking out here. I see a purple thing over there. Sorry, I'm easily distracted.
It's very easy to get distracted and
Oh,
it's not bad. It's a good thing.
There we go. Oh, there's a lot of these things all over. Oh boy.
I'm sure they have a use. Nice job. Hard to hit. Ooh, level 2. So now you have your team perk.
And
Even though you're not in a team, it's a perk that would, in general, help the team. I believe his is drop extra ammo.
Let's take a look real quick.
So your team perk there is
20%.
Yeah, 20%. Yep. So for everybody, right? So every team perk in the game also helps you. We made sure that they always help yourself in case you're playing solo, but it's a really cool feature that it will help your team as well. So every character can feel like they're part of a team instead of just being a pure DPS or support or whatever.
These things are rolling all over me.
You cannot mess with the roly-polies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they don't play. You get those guys in a pack, it's bad.
Now I want the caltrops.
This is a good place.
It's a very good place for them.
A lot of choke points, and yep, and it slows. So, okay, this is bad.
It's rare to see enemies that actually like go all the way up into the sky.
Yep. Oh, do not get hit by that deer.
Oh god, I actually can't. Dude, he's going
You
so
can't get him,
far
you can't
up
get him.
there.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
I think I got
job.
him.
You got him. Nice job. So that was an elite version of that.
Oh, it's an elite version
Yep.
of the bat.
That's why it took a lot more. Like the,
Gotcha.
I'm not sure of their official names. Oops. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got.
Alright. Bambi!
For the really big swords, are there plans to add fresh mechanics like throwing them, for example? You cannot throw the really big swords. However, there are weapons, melee weapons in the game that you can throw. I will tell you that much. Oh, I like that.
Got a new item. I'm gonna eat another root.
Yeah, that's smart.
Vengeance
idol.
idol. So this actually goes into
That's your neck, yep.
neck slot. So all damage dealt by 20 when under 50. Oh, well, let's stay
I
under
like
half
it.
then.
Yep. Another thing to point out is we tried to theme, because there's so many trinkets, rings, and amulets in the game, is we tried to theme them so that necks usually provide a large amount of damage, but can skew your playstyle in a way, like this one rewards you for being under 50% health. The rings are generally more utility. That doesn't stop rings from being damaged, but they usually have a qualifier, like kill a guy to get a stack, or after healing, or things like that, right? There are some pure damage rings as well, but we tried to theme them a little bit more so you don't always feel motivated to only wear 4 damage rings, which in Remnant 1, a lot of people would spec 2 damage rings and that's it, right? So we try to balance that out a little bit more.
So now you can have a little bit of utility with just the
Absolutely, lots of utility. There's so much utility, and we want it to be enticing for players.
Or be like me, and I'm just gonna stack 4 damage.
That's fine. You
There
can
are
stack
2
random ammo.
elite birds.
It might be.
I'm gonna need a root for this. Oh my god, so many. God, I've never seen flying enemies so aggressive.
They're telling you to mash Z. It's hard to see when you're in a fight.
Oh right.
We have we're working on a thing, an option, so that'll go away after X seconds. We redid our UI, so we're just doing some cleanup on that. Will there be a Bahroo ring? There already is.
Yep. The Ring of the Admiral will return.
It will return. 4 move speed rings, Midnight Heart. You could totally do that if you could find 4 midnights.
4 midnights.
4 midnights. If you find 4 move speed rings, you could find a move speed neck. You can find an archetype that benefits move speed. You could turn into Sonic if you want.
Nice. I like it. I think I'm in a dead end and I'm just fighting enemies.
Check your new and improved 3D map.
Oh, I am in a dead end and I'm just fighting enemies. Nice.
4 midnights. There you go.
Oh, hey. What's this?
That is oh, it's 'cause an elite died. So you killed the Ray and the Illuminite fell.
Gotcha. And so I get stuff for destroying those? My aim is awful. Oh my god.
You
There
need
we
to
go.
play a controller for that aim assist.
You're right.
So check your inventory. So you're getting Blood Moon Essence.
Blood Moon Essence.
So
What is
you can
that?
hit down ASD. Yeah. So
There we go.
Yeah. So it's basically it is a crafting material.
it's a crafting
You just have to
material.
find out where to spend it.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I like
That's a
that.
nice little checkpoint for you.
Good. I need my Dragon Hearts back.
All 5 of them because of the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Give it a second. There you go.
Touch. Restore. There we go.
If you kill flying enemies outside the map bounds, what happens? The loot will find an area that you can reach and drop it. That's why it was right inside that tree.
Oh, that's
for
really
you.
helpful.
Secret vendors? Maybe.
I'm sure there will be secret vendors. Oh. Locked?
Yeah, looks like it's locked. You're gonna have to look
door-
around.
This door's locked.
Yep.
I go from the other side. Oh, so they added
Oh,
a
look at that
two-handed
tree.
weapon?
Look up that tree. Or I think it's to the right. Yeah, something. That thing is.
Oh. Nice.
This is
Oh my god.
This is a spooky what? No, I don't.
Alright. Oh,
You
we're
wouldn't
going
make a
into the
very
tree.
good ambassador. You just shoot everybody that you, you just shoot the first person you see.
Listen, my first reaction, I saw a lot of green items there. Hold on.
Maybe it's friendly.
I see loot. I see a bunch of green. I want it.
You should try to get that.
I should try and get that. Oh god!
It's green. It means not bad.
Shoot it. I shoot everything.
not allowed.
Bird, what you got for me? Ah! Okay, bird hit me. Oh, bird. Listen, bird. I just want the ring behind you, bird.
You got to figure it out.
Is that something I can actually do right here?
You cannot do it right here. You can do it in this zone. I would
Gotcha.
suggest just continue on shooting stuff in the face for now.
All
But
right.
it is a fun thing to figure out.
Oh, fall damage is a lot less because a fall that big would have taken like half my health out.
Yeah, there's just a certain range at which is the pure death range, obviously, but any range in between that where you won't actually die is a little bit less a little bit more forgiving.
That's good. That's good to know. All right.
Tried to smooth out a lot of the edges from Remnant 1.
Yeah. Are the shards passive?
Shards?
Yeah. So the relic shards that we have, they are passive.
Oh yeah, they are passive, absolutely.
And you can just find, mix and match.
Yep. Yeah, so those are definitely tougher.
No.
Not that tough. Oh, and another thing
Looting
you
mid
might...
combat. I need it.
Oh, you can't reach it.
I need it. I need it. I need it. My aim.
There you go.
God.
Another thing you might have known, or you might not have noticed, is that scrap is auto pickup as long as you get close, so you don't have to pick up every little piece of scrap.
Oh, that's so.
Iron you still have to
auto,
pick up.
Auto pickup is
Yep.
such a good feature.
But scrap, we just added that because there's so much scrap in the game.
It's
that we need to
basic
pick up.
money. Just
Yep.
throw it into the inventory. We don't need to pick it up every single time.
Let's see, oh, that doesn't.
Oh, hi. There we go. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that guy with some friends around are not the way.
All right.
Useful, nice use of that. Uh-oh. So if you notice, this
Oh.
guy's very similar to the
Yeah, he's-
boss, right?
Hey, that boss he just fought, it's a regular enemy now.
This is his little brother Curtis.
I've always loved that, though, in any game. It's just giving you a smaller version of the boss that you just fought.
Yeah, generally speaking, our mini bosses are usually souped up versions of enemies that you'll find in the game. It's not always the case, but it's usually the case.
I mean, it does it in a way that was unique enough. Like, they feel like just it is just a bite-sized version, not just a carbon copy.
Yep. Obviously, you don't have to deal with the water, the 5,000 tentacles.
Oh, that is a lot of roly-polies.
There's a lot of roly-polies. We're getting there, though. You're getting deep into the far woods here.
We should be coming up to a boss pretty soon.
We can only hope. Oh,
I don't know what you're doing, but stop.
so that's a enhanced version of the infected. Oh, that is uncalled for.
I did that on purpose. I'm sorry.
I will say, funnily enough, the deer are some of the hardest hitting elements in the game
Nice.
for raw damage because they're scared. They're backed into a corner. Look at that guy. Nice shooting.
There we go.
Let's see. Let me see.
Game release, please. It'll be summer of 2023. So
Yep.
this year. Soon. Your favorite word.
Star Shimmer says, so random deer deaths may happen. They have happened many, many times.
Dude, that would be perfect. Like losing a hardcore run because Bambi trampled all over you.
Yep, that has happened. And that's a good point to bring up is that hardcore is available from the start now. It's not, a free update that we did later. You can just play hardcore from the beginning if you want.
Oh my god, that's so many
That's
of
a
them.
lot of them. That is a lot of them. Adam Bullwinkle says, so with the map being updated, is it interactable that we can move the cursor and give us more information on certain map icons? Absolutely. You can hover over any of the icons to tell you what it is. If it's a vendor, if it's a whatever. Yeah, you definitely can do that. I do like that you got to a door here. All right, this looks promising.
I like it.
This is a creepy jungle, I'll tell you that.
It looks so good. Is there going to be a funny achievement, like dying to Bambi there?
There isn't one, but I did want to do one. We just didn't do one.
Kudos to the sound team. The gunplay sounds good. I can't quite hear it, so y'all been saying so far it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, if you like the sounds in Remnant 1, I think you'll like the sounds in Remnant 2. Same sound team, did an amazing job.
All right.
Give it a second, it'll pop back up.
I'm always impatient.
Yeah, I know, it's
I just
a little
mash.
bit longer. Yeah, exactly. And again, it still counts since you gotten close to it. You just won't get your ammo and relics back. It only charges.
So are the maps...
Well, here's something to point out real quick, is that you can see Imperial Gardens 4. The level of this area is 4, so we made that a lot easier. Hit tab, your power level is 1.
Oh,
So you're
so I'm a
actually
little-
3 levels under, so you might want to upgrade.
Might want to upgrade. Now's a good time to upgrade, or maybe we can change our weapon and upgrade that.
Exactly. So we made it a lot easier for people to tell if they're underpowered. And the reason your low level is because your archetype is not very high. Your weapons, you only level up one weapon one time. So, and armor does not factor into it at all. And you haven't leveled up 2 of your weapons, so they're still 0, right?
Is the flashlight purely cosmetic?
Well, you could go back in there and go to Ward 13.
I think I went to the
The
wrong
flashlight
place.
is not purely cosmetic. It does stuff. That's
I mean,
all
like,
can say.
does it affect enemy detection?
Enemy detection, no. But there are some features that you'll have to figure out that it does benefit you to use.
All right. So now...
Yeah, and then there should be a return to Ward 13 right in the center. Trying to make it easy. People still miss it.
Yeah, I think I ended up hitting leave dungeon.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
that's
that
what it
happens.
was.
There you go. Good stuff. So, also, you beat the boss, so you can make a boss mod.
Oh, we could see the boss weapon.
Well, in this case, it's a mini boss.
Oh, I guess the boss weapons are more for the end bosses.
Exactly.
So what kind of mod do we have? I'm back. I would like to craft something.
See what you've got.
All right. Root Lash. Launch protect down, which summons a root tentacle. Deals 30 damage. And steal 1.5% of the max hero's health.
So if you remember the gun in Remnant 1, it was a boss gun that had a similar mod as its boss feature. This is now a separate mod that you can put. So you can put tentacles out, they slap everything, they give you health back when they hit, but they also have behavior where they will go underground and come up near an enemy instead of being stuck in one area.
Oh, that's really
So
nice.
kind of like the boss, right, with their tentacles.
So
Actually,
now
quite cool.
AI doesn't feel... Like, AI feels like a lot better for the whole summoning aspect.
Yep.
Hey, I want to try out a new gun. Before I upgrade, let's go ahead and find a new one here.
Oh, wrong guy.
Oh, that's not the right... Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you sell the guns.
You got to talk to Bill Pullman over here. That's good old Brabus, if you guys remember Brabus from the first game.
All right. You know what? Let's try out the bone saw.
That's one of my favorite guns.
Perfect. We'll do this one. And you know what? I want to try out a different melee weapon.
I know you liked the katana earlier.
Katana.
You'll notice on there as well that there were brass knuckles. And they count as unarmed damage, so
Nice.
pretty fun to use. The unarmed melee set has been redone as well. They're no longer straight punches; they're big swings.
Oh, that's good. So put that one there.
Yep.
And then
No, you don't have a mutator yet. That's a new mechanic, new element of the game. There you go.
Alright, now
There you
we'll
go.
Throw on the concussive shot onto
There you
that
go.
one.
Nice.
Reload the LMG. 150.
Yep. It has overheat though, so you got to be careful. So if you overheat, you cannot switch your weapons while it's overheating.
Oh,
So you have
okay.
to be very, very careful that you don't let it overheat. There is a way to curb that. There's rings. There's things that you can use to reduce the pain of that. But yeah. So those things,
Oh, that's nice.
as the kids say, slap.
All right, perfect. Well, let's head back. Let's go fight our way through that dungeon that we were just at.
So
actually, let's level up first.
Oh yeah, good call. So well, I'll tell you in a second after you upgrade this real quick. So remember, you can anything you upgrade here is going to affect your power level. Archetype affects your power level as
So
well.
I'll go ahead and upgrade that. We'll upgrade it again.
Absolutely, why not?
We'll upgrade it again.
Why not?
Why not? One more. One for the road.
One for the road,
One more for the road.
two for the road. There you go.
You know where to find me.
So you might want to do your pistol as well, since you have some extra sauce.
You know, may as well.
May as well.
May as well. Why not? Toss it in.
So one of the main differences in Remnant 1, the scaling system, is that people
one
avoided
for the
leveling
katana.
up because of the scaling system, right? They level up to make sure that the area stays low. Well, we do have minimum levels in this area, and also your archetype levels up, and it counts toward your power level. Therefore, you can't avoid leveling up. So it's just better for you to level up. It's just smarter for you to level up. That also affects what gems drop. Those, relic fragments.
Okay.
So if you keep your weapons low and your power level low, you'll get the worst.
So you
relic
want to
fragments.
try and hit as high of a level as you can at
Why
any
not?
given time.
Exactly. It's more beneficial for you to do that.
Okay, cool. Well, let's try out this LMG. I
And-
already see flying enemies.
This is a great combo because the reload on the LMG takes almost 6 seconds, but you pick the archetype that has a button that reloads both of their weapons. So it's a very, very strong combo.
Oh, I can already see myself falling to my death here. I'm just gonna roll. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, this is the one from the DLC. They look kind of similar.
In the the ward, right?
Yeah.
I think we call them Nemesis. So if you notice, this works much like the Chicago typewriter from.
Yeah, it gets
first
more
Remnant?
accurate
Yep.
as you keep firing.
Yep.
You're right, that reload is pretty brutal.
It's brutal, but you have a button that'll reload for you, right?
Perfect.
It's really, really good.
Okay, so I can't destroy those.
Let's see what else we got here. Somebody said miss loot.
Did I miss loot?
There's
see
something
loot.
way over there. Maybe that's what they were talking about. But maybe there was something in there.
There probably was. More than likely.
Do some melee weapons have a block function or a parry function? So I wouldn't say they have a block or parry, but there are trinkets and some elements and some mods and some other things that can give you what may be equivalent to a block or a parry. So that's just something you'll have to find out.
Oh my god.
That is bad news. Well,
Oh!
wrong neighborhood.
Dude. But I actually kind of like that. Like, even on this difficulty, if you just let things hit you, you still die.
Yeah, you still have to manage it, right?
It's still not just free.
Yeah.
I like it. It's good.
So what's your power level? Hit tab. Let's see what you got your power level of. Oh,
I
so
got my-
you're perfect.
So now I'm perfectly
You're
like
perfect.
scaled with the
Yep.
area of just letting yourself get hit. Makes me wonder like just how bad like Apocalypse or Nightmare is going to end up being if this is the basics.
So,
yeah.
gives a little elite there. Nice use
Oh
of that.
my god. What was he doing?
That's his spec.
Oh, where am I? Oh, hi. Loot. Perfect. I deserve this. Go away. What's this? Melee attack, steal 1.5% of base health. At full health, your damage is increased, and melee charge speed is increased.
So it's very similar if you remember Terror Margin in a way. It's a different variant of that.
But now with melee being a lot better, you
It's
know,
very, very useful.
it's actually
yeah.
pretty useful.
Yep.
In fact, come up here.
But remember, you actually... Oh, no, you change it, right? Because you had a neck that was giving you damage for being below 50, but you're no longer using it. So
Yeah, I'm no longer
you might as
using
well
that.
want to stay at max.
We'll heal up.
Say Z.
Cool.
You can look at your toast. Yep, nice little chest. So again, it's worth exploring, right? You got a
I like
ton of
that
scrap.
exploration.
Yeah, and as you see, you got a crack damage +2 this time, so your gem was a little bit higher in skill.
So I got a cracked one +2. So let's see
You
what
got
we actually have.
lots of them.
Stagger damage, shield effectiveness,
Yep.
crit damage, crit chance. There's melee damage.
Yeah.
1.524. That's an oddly specific number.
Very specific. It's science. You wouldn't understand.
Y'all cracked the code.
It's
You need to
cracked
give
the code.
exactly this much
Yep,
percentage. Just keep yelling at me to press Z, chat. I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna just
Again, like I said, we have a setting that's coming to, so you can toggle that so it'll go off after a while, like
Yeah.
the old ones. We just wanted to make sure in this one that people weren't missing their quest items, because there's some very important quest items that you need to
Lore.
progress. So
now you can kind of differentiate the two. Is there a jump, or am I just falling my death if I walk
you
across
got a
that?
trait point available too.
Nice. Trait, more expertise. I love the skill cooldown.
Everybody loves skill cooldown. It's really, really good. It is interesting, though, for different archetypes, starting archetypes. Some people are more inclined to pick different starting skill or traits, because obviously for this guy who reloads the gun, expertise is really good, right? But for another archetype, maybe vigor is actually really beneficial to that setup, that archetype.
All right, so now let's come through here again, but this time maybe not get completely swarmed. No.
You're 3. Now you have your utility trait.
Oh, did I actually get a heal off that level up?
Yes, you get full health for
Okay,
level
so it's
up.
an arcade level up.
Yep.
That's-
Okay, yep.
Love that.
It's saved many a people. Oh, let me see. JP the Pirate says peer support is doable. It absolutely is doable. We look at support a little bit different. We don't want people to look at support as the person that just sits around and heals people, right? That just is not contributing damage, is not contributing anything but heals or defense or whatever. Our supports are very, I mentioned this before, are very jack of all trades. They're very solid at a lot of things, as opposed to being highly focused like this guy, which is pure damage, right? This is a pure DPS class.
There we go.
Fat Guy 925, you can, if you want. You can absolutely build yourself to be a heal bot. Trust me when I say that it's actually very strong.
Oh God, where's he taking me?
He's going to drop you off the map if you don't.
He's just gonna drop me off the map.
Yeah, he'll fly you off the end and drop you if you don't get
Oh,
out
that's
fast enough.
cool. Just walk on over and just let you go.
The claw, yep, the claw. Can you upgrade relics? You can gain additional charges of relics. So in this case, we have Dragonheart. But as I mentioned before, you can find other relics to just replace your Dragonheart. They're all called hearts in a way, like Salvaged Heart or Bleeding Heart or things like that. And they all do completely different things. They affect your healing in all different methods. So some people may just never use Dragonheart. They may use something else. You just got to find them.
There we go. Oh, that's a lot of them.
That is a lot of them.
And they teleport.
Yeah, the blue ones are pretty ruthless with that. There's a class with a dog. Yep, there sure is. Is there an aggro tank build? You absolutely can do that. Skin transfer for armor or weapons. Weapons, no. For armor, you don't have to pick a specific armor anymore for a certain skill bonus. So it doesn't really matter. I think we'd have to warp, right? Yeah, I think we would.
I can just start actually pushing through here.
This is
So
a
I've been,
side
like-
dungeon. Yeah, there's no. I don't think there's a boss at the end of this one.
There's not a boss at the end of this one.
I can't remember. Let's see. Keep going through. There might be. They change the name, so I get confused sometimes.
Gotcha.
Let's see what else. The fragments go up to. They go over 30. They get really high, so
Alright.
it's beneficial for you to keep playing. Oh, you're talking about the. You're talking about the aberration. Let's take a look. Yeah, after you kill these guys, if you have a moment to breathe, let's look around real quick.
All right.
I don't remember if it's in this menu. That's bad. That's bad. You absolutely can pet the dog. We wouldn't make a game with a dog that you can't pet. Smart surfers.
There we go.
All right, so look. Oh, I heard a horn. If you heard the Inception horn.
Just saying it's flying around.
Yeah, there should be. It's not a boss per se, but there should be what we call an aberration. Let's take a look. Because if we need to, we can move to a different area. Oh, wait. Keep an eye on it.
Spawns into a little one.
Yep. You don't want to let him go. I'll tell you that.
Is he just gonna come back?
He generates a new one.
No, good. All right.
So look up in the sky. Do you see anything flying? No, I
don't
thought we
really
saw.
see too much.
No, it's not in the. I don't know if it's in this. Maybe it is. This is Imperial Gardens. It might be over the main area that you're working your way to.
Gotcha.
You can get over there.
All right.
Doing well. Let me read a couple more. It is not Epic exclusive.
Yeah, it will be on Steam.
Yeah. Get these guys. You're almost to the next checkpoint, which is good. Just gotta make it. He said he's looking at chat when he walked by it. Yeah, maybe there's the big ray. We'll take a look when we get over there. We're getting closer, so that may be something we want to show off when you get to that area.
Okay. Man, this area is huge.
The areas are really big, like worth exploring. Lots of stuff to do. Lots of stuff to find. Lots of enemies to shoot in the face.
Oh, that's not the right button.
That guy has Enchanter, if you remember that. Nice shot.
That was a little overkill.
I was
on
gonna
him.
say that's a little over.
I thought that was the elite for a second.
Yeah.
No, that was just a regular one. Yeah, I want
So
to
you get near the World Stone over here.
Yeah, I see it on the mini map there. Like, I know there's a lot more to explore, and I could sit here exploring every inch of it, but we only have a certain amount of time.
That's true. Yeah.
So I do want to go ahead.
So that one's activated, which is good. You don't have to sit down on it. Let's see. More returning bosses? Hard to say. A lot of new areas, so you never know. Oh, I still got him.
Still got him.
Still got a little bit of him.
Okay, so where are we
Okay.
going? So I guess we're going up there now?
Yeah, you can go up there. But look around in this area. I'm pretty sure this is an area that has one of the new features we talked about, which is called an aberration.
Okay.
And aberrations are, let's see if we can find one. Yeah, kind of go to the edge and see if you can look around. There should be, no, where is he? I could have sworn I saw him. Chad, did you guys see it? I thought, maybe I'm mistaken. We'll look around.
Or loot.
Yeah, but aberrations are basically like mega super elites. So if you remember, world bosses, they have those mini bosses have those affixes. You know those affixes? So an aberration is similar to an elite, but that has affixes, and it's much stronger. And they also
Gotcha.
have their own unique rewards. So,
Okay, so you want to keep your eyes out for enemies that are
yeah.
maybe not directly in front of you.
Yep. Yeah, we may need to warp to a different area. What do you think?
If we need to warp to another area, because I do want to show off like what y'all want to show off, and I see that little
How much time we got left?
purple beam, an icon there. Wait, did I just go on a giant?
This is your backtrack.
I did. It was all for, I think, that loot item that I did not pick up. Well, now I have to pick it up. I'm obligated to pick it up.
You got to figure out how to get it.
Okay. Get rid of these enemies. E. Oh my god.
So basically, there's a puzzle that you're gonna have to figure out to get that loot. I'm thinking what we should probably do is warp them to that area, so we could switch off just for a second, so nobody can see how the sausage is made, and we can warp you to an area real quick.
All right, sounds
Maybe.
good. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, Chat can already tell you, we're gonna spend the rest of these 30 minutes.
Oh, I know.
On that puzzle if I stay here.
Totally understand. I would do that too. Next time, stream 6 hours. How about that?
Okay.
We'll do that. All right, so we good? You want to switch out? Actually, get safe real quick, and then
I mean, I'm mostly safe.
you safe. All right, let's switch off, and then let
right.
me take control just real quick.
Go
So
ahead.
it looks like we're good. I'm going to need the mouse for a second.
No, you don't.
Oh, I'm going to get you killed, and say it counts. I'm not saying how the sausage is
Oh,
made.
this looks cool.
I'm not saying how the sausage is made.
I like seeing this behind the scenes right now. Y'all can't
you're
see
not
this,
allowed.
but this actually looks really cool.
You're not allowed.
I can literally see how the game is structured right now. I see the inside.
You're seeing the inside here. Where is it? I gotta find it. Where is it? Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's try. This is how we test. Let's just make sure we're here. Don't look at me, chat. All right. Oh, perfect.
All right.
Problem solved.
All right. So are we back?
You're back and you're ready to go. You can make sure you actually touch the. There should be a world stone around there or a world shard. Just make sure you touch it so there's no. Oh, it's right next to you.
Oh.
Or is it next to you?
Yeah,
there
it's
it
right
is.
here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just make
All right,
sure.
perfect.
Just so there's no weirdness where it tries to send you back into the ether.
All right.
All right.
All right, chat. What's the over under? Am I gonna first try this or die horribly?
I mean, it's on normal, so I would assume you get it first try.
I would hope so. It'd be
I would hope so.
embarrassing if I died
I would hope
multiple
so.
times on this.
Somebody says
difficulty.
5 deaths. I think that's a little high. Somebody said 55. That's a lot. So again, this is based on another one of our smaller enemies, right? This is the mother of all.
Oh my. I'm sorry, I killed a lot of your kids.
Exactly.
Oh, that looks good. The way you always get me, slow wind-up attacks.
Yep. The Elden Ring special.
All right. So we're summoning more. Or is that just rocks that are dropping from the ground there?
These rocks. It's yelling. It's very like annoying.
What is this?
Oh, you've been tremored, so now you're like. Oh, so that area no longer exists.
Oh my god, it destroyed the actual area. That's cool.
Nice
Got it.
shot. Perfect shot. Doritos Revenge. I remember people play Rays in Remnant 1. Nice job. Nice evades.
I think it's because I'm just so used to neutral dodging everything.
Yeah?
Oh god. All right, let's walk through that. Tentacles, go maybe do something. I don't know what you're gonna do, but help me.
So if you notice, the only ads on this fight are her little friends. They're only meant to like distract you just a little bit. They don't overwhelm you. There's enough going on in the fight for you to worry about otherwise.
Yeah, you don't, because I know one of the issues was that last time is like if you killed an ad, it just came right back
Yep,
instantly.
yep. And so we saw earlier that the guy tried to grab you, so that's why that guy's there. He's trying to get you distracted, so he pulls you off the ledge. But other than that, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, you got this first try, no problem.
This is cool how you have like just a little spit of land.
Yep, that's
to
all you
work
got
with
left.
here.
But again, it's survivor difficulty. I don't expect you to have too much problems with these guys. On the harder difficulties, you will definitely not.
Yeah, on the
be able to
harder
absorb hits.
difficulties where.
That would probably do 90% damage on Nightmare.
Nice.
Nice. It's a cool attack. Also tries to pull you up. Nice shot.
Cool.
Yep. And again, you killed a mini boss, therefore you get another trait point. So that's how you get the majority of your trait points now. It's not about grinding EXP. It's about finding them. It's about killing mini bosses and bosses, and also aberrations, which we haven't found any of. But how much time do we have there? Maybe we can find some more stuff.
I mean, if you have more things you'd
we
like
still
to
got a little bit, right?
make sure to get shown off.
Well, I just keep going, and because what this is it's going to put you in another area. We can give you a
Ranged weak spot damage. Nice.
Can't go wrong with that.
Or damage is always
So we got
good.
a little time. Luckily, you got to see that fight. So, okay.
Okay, can we do that from here?
Well, you'd probably want to level up. No, your weapons are fine. So yeah, you could actually do it from right here.
Okay, so let's move into the
minute,
next
can you?
zone. Let's try that now.
You can. And how many trait points have you obtained so far? Maybe only 5 or 6, right?
5 or 6.
When you
somewhere
get
in there.
10, you actually unlock dual archetype. So you don't have
Ooh.
10 yet. But so let's go in here, click on your, go over to your archetype page,
All right.
and then click on your item, and there's we call them engrams. That's what's bestowing you with these special powers or whatever. So that's the whistle. So now you're a handler. So
Dog.
make sure to go up in front of it, stand in front of it, and pet it.
Pet the dog.
If you don't, we end the stream. So, so that pet will actually heal it faster. It heals by being near you because you're its best friend. If you pet it, you encourage it, it heals faster for a short period of time.
Aw.
So the way this guy works is that, so that's the blood altar. So you can see what you can buy here. That costs blood moon essence. So that's a vendor for those things that you were kind of farming.
Yeah,
for.
so the blood moon essence. So we have. So you have consumables as well. In
You have
addition to
consumables,
armor.
yep. That cost 1. They're the whole armor set. To the far left, you'll see something interesting. And then, obviously, items. So there's a theme here that you might be able to read into, and we'll let players figure out the rest of it.
Nice. We'll show off the helmet. Oh, it looks cool.
Yep.
I'll get one of those.
So that's a life steal type. So that's a vendor that'll just be available. You just have to find it.
Oh, there's actually more armors if I'm allowed to show them off real quick.
Yeah.
Because our team did a really good job here.
Yeah, so you'll notice some returning armors here that we put in. And they've all been up-resed and done for...
Oh, it looks so nice.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks really good now. Let's see the Radiant. This is what I ended up using
The classic,
all the time.
yep.
The classic Radiant armor.
Yep. And we split out the gloves so you can pick whatever. So it's heavy, if you remember from Remnant 1. And then Void, the classic. Everybody loved the old desert skeleton.
Sorry, now I'm just trying to make a cursed combination. between all of them.
It works. You definitely can make a curse combination.
All right.
And you got to
I'm
show off
ready.
the guns, right?
Which? All right.
So here's some insight into this character really quick. This is a more complex class. The dog is currently in attack mode. As you can see up at the top, there's like a little ring. We're going to make that a little bit more obvious. Tap Q real quick.
All right. So Q.
So that gives it commands.
Oh,
So double tap it, it'll whistle, and it'll come back to you. So double tap Q,
come back, dog.
so it'll come back to you, right?
Aw.
Then, when that thing is full, when your skill is full and you hold it, you'll do the dog has skills. You don't have skills. You have a dog friend that has skills. So you command the dog to do his skill. So he just did basically Howler's immunity from Remnant 1. if you
Oh,
remember
nice.
that. Remember that. So basically you're just a dog handler. The dog is, super special. The dog actually,
Go get him.
The dog actually cannot die.
Oh, that's good.
Because nobody wants to see a dog die. We saw what happened in John Wick. So
The AI on the dog is actually pretty good too.
it's pretty good. Giving it commands is really cool. Another really interesting thing is in co-op, if you target your teammate, an ally, and select command, it will go guard your ally, and it will stay within a range of your ally.
Oh, that's really good.
It's super, super handy. So this is a hybrid class. It's a hybrid damage / support. But again, because the dog also does damage only to grounded enemies, it's a very high damaging.
Yeah, it's like
archetype as
it's
well.
one-shotting these. Like
It's
doing,
really, and it bleeds. by
and
the
it
way.
bleeds too. So even if it does live,
It's a
it
dog.
takes a.
Yeah, it applies a status, so it's a very well-rounded. So we don't want anybody to think of our support archetypes as just pure, like I said, a pure healing or a pure stat buffer guy. They're
I think
very
we're back in
versatile.
we're back in the main area now. If you wanted to take us anywhere specific.
Well, let your guy. Well, we could do that in a second. Let your guy get overwhelmed and take some damage. Get up close to him really quick, so he heals a little bit better. You gotta get. See, he heals.
Oh,
because
he
he's
actually
close
heals as.
when he's close to you because you're his buddy.
All right. I want to go down specifically, so
Yeah.
the dog will.
Yeah, let him.
Is that unlocked from the very beginning?
Yeah, it's your prime.
Oh, cool.
So let one of these guys hit you, kill you.
The dog is just killing everything.
The
Oh
dog
my-
is no pun intended, a beast. Look at. He won't- okay, there you
There
go.
we
So
go.
there's a dog. He'll come over.
Dog.
He takes your dragon heart or whatever relic you have, and he revives you with it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That costs you 1 relic. So now it's on a cooldown. He can't do it again for 2 minutes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see there at the bottom of the
Yep.
screen.
So it's on cooldown for 2 minutes.
So, but I mean, like, he'll revive you if you end up going down, but that also opens up to you being able to be like very aggressive, knowing
Yeah.
that if you go down, it's fine. The dog will pick you up.
Absolutely. And in co-op, if your friend is down, you can command your dog to go revive them.
Oh, that's even,
Only if that person has a relic, though.
Oh,
Because
so it takes their relic,
it takes
not
their
yours.
relic, not yours. Because
Okay.
the dog is pulling it out of your pocket, basically, or their pocket. So, yeah.
And if they don't have one, then you have to go use one of yours, or
If they don't, if nobody has one, then they're yeah, exactly. Then you have to use your own.
It's really cool. I like this dog.
The dog is very fun, very popular.
Should have started with the dog.
Should have.
He's just killing everything, doing better than me.
So the
Get him,
dog,
dog.
the dog is not customizable. However, there's a small little element that changes the color of its bandana based on what skill it's currently slotted. So if you're using the damage skill, the bandana will be red.
Dog.
No cool. It was on cooldown.
Oh. Dog. You
do
failed
you
me,
want,
dog.
you want me to take him to the other boss, or do you want to just? All right, let's switch it off real quick.
All right,
one more
let's do it.
time, and then let me warp you. Do some more special magic real quick,
Okay.
just so people can see a little bit more content. We good to go? We're good to go. All right.
right.
So let
This
us,
is still super cool that
you see nothing.
that it works like this.
You see nothing.
I mean, it gives me a really good idea of like how the actual game flow plays, and it looks really,
I'm
really
trying to
good.
remember where it was.
And I have no way of how to explain this to chat.
Where is it? Oh. Let's see what we got here.
Will playing Remnant 1 and
me
having
make
a
sure.
save file give you anything in Remnant 2?
Currently, no.
Okay. I can see it on his glasses. Oh no.
Let me make sure that we're in the right. Are we in the right spot here? Oh, okay,
No.
cool. No, we're in the right spot.
Are we?
Yeah, I would recommend going to the gunslinger for this, just because it's going to be a more interesting experience. But it's
Okay.
totally up to you.
All right, to the
Just
gun.
giving you a tool tip.
All right. Come with me, dog. Sorry, but we're going to have to...
Plus, you're level 3 on this, so. And other way, sorry.
Oh,
You're in the zone. It's okay, no problem. I forgot to tell you. But yeah, let's go back in there, and you can touch the world stone, get your skills back and everything, and then you can spend your trait point, because that means you'll kill it first try.
every time.
Yep. So this
Is there a third class? Have y'all said how many classes?
There are 5 starting archetypes, and that's not all there is, and that's all I can say.
I mean that's more than enough. Knowing that like you can start with that many and then Oh, yeah,
All I'm
that's-
allowed to say. There's going to be a red dot on me if I say anything more. There you go.
All right, we'll commit those changes.
Perfect. Yep.
More
Well,
skill cooldown.
Yep. There you go. So now here's a fun one.
The Great Bowl.
I love this intro.
I see flying enemies. I'm scared. Have y'all come out with a price for the game?
Are we saying anything on that? No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Is this going to require like a high-end PC to run, or?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not on that team, but I wouldn't expect it to.
I mean, the first Remnant ran pretty much flawlessly. I don't even think it crashed once. So. Oh my god, he looks so cool.
Good
Dude,
luck.
he looks
Good
so
luck.
cool.
Good luck.
Wait, what? Which one's the boss? Ah!
The environment is the boss.
The environment is the boss.
The environment
I
is
like
the
that
boss.
I see a bunch of rocks falling down after the fact.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh,
It doesn't count though. We won't count that.
We
one.
won't count that. See, I didn't actually fight the boss.
That's true. You didn't even shoot it.
I didn't even shoot it. That wasn't even a real fight. I didn't engage. You know?
You definitely picked some suspicious fashion too. So your fashion choices are a bit.
Can I hurt that one? Oh, I can.
You have to figure it out. This is actually a world boss.
Oh, this is a world boss.
The world bosses are definitely more involved, but as you might have noticed by the mini bosses, they're actually much greater in scope than they were in Remnant 1. If you remember Gore Fist and things like that.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not doing anything to him. We're doing more to him. But now that my back is to the other guy, he's going to probably be doing something, right?
His head opened up. There you go. What is he doing?
I don't know.
All right. Oh, he was thinking. He's a learning computer. All right, so his head, look, his head's. There you go. Nice. Okay.
There we go.
Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Pissed off the corruptor.
Oh, now we have these little birds.
So she screamed and summoned all the birds, right? So they're only an issue when she screams. And there's not very many. They're all like 2 hits. Right?
I keep overheating. I keep forgetting that overheat's a
Gotta-
thing. Oh, that is way too early. Still, love the design of this.
So this is many faces, and some people that have played Chronos may remember this.
What is that?
That was a massive attack that hits the whole platform.
I like that while it's sweeping, if you get in the middle there, it doesn't actually...
Oh, little jerk there.
That's fine.
Oh, here it comes. You may not want to be on that platform. I should probably do more damage.
I mean, I am on the easiest.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right. That is true.
There we go.
She's mad now.
Yeah,
Got a
she's
little friend.
pissed.
Yeah, she's mad. She summons her little friends out of the tree. I think you got it. Oh, no, you got it.
Looks like we gotta do one more. I love that.
Yeah, hitbox horn. Oh, Wombo.
Oh my-
Wombo, dude. Gotta be
That's
careful.
rough. Oh. Here.
So you might.
Need some more ammo.
That's true. So if you look at the stairs over there, you can actually get out of.
Oh! I see that now. A little late, but I see
Little
that
late,
now.
little late. But yeah, there's obviously ways so you can. There you go. And then look at the big guy and watch him.
There we go.
He's gonna do something cool. Watch, here he goes.
Let's see it. Do something
Don't
cool.
fall off. That's pretty bad.
Too early.
Yeah, too early. But you could avoid.
But that's really good.
But see, as she's moving around, she's following you now.
Oh, she's following me.
Yep.
Can you iframe that?
No,
Oh my
no,
god.
no.
Probably
It
not.
hits multiple times, so if it hits you once, it won't hit you again.
So how do I get back? Oh, there's another
Yep,
staircase
yep.
right there.
So a lot more environmental play because of the leap that we have now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tremored. You gotta evade. You gotta evade to get it off you. Oh, this is bad. There you go. Nice work.
Okay.
Perfect,
Woo!
perfect, perfect. Nice.
There we go.
Perfect evade, yep. This
Oh,
guy,
this
this guy has ads that are his hands. Literally ad hands. Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Nope. That's over for you. Can you do?
No, I can't make it there.
But yeah, so like,
But that's still a really cool fight.
obviously on something a little bit harder, that thing is going to hit for monster damage. I think on Nightmare
Yeah, so
one
like,
shots you, so you
yeah,
can't.
and I imagine on like Apocalypse, if you miss that.
Yeah, yep. I think even on Nightmare, if you miss it, it might kill you. I don't remember exactly.
I mean, that's really good.
Yeah. Are there multiple world bosses? Absolutely. There are also multiple outcomes.
So you're going to be bringing back the alt kill again?
Absolutely. There are 2 ways to kill this boss as well, so that's something that people have to figure out. So
Nice.
again, even in the same story, like I said, there are 2 stories per biome, but there are also 2 kills for every boss in each story. So there's enough for even 4 playthroughs of the same biome, minimum, right? Plus there's tons of side stuff and injectables and dungeons and side quests and all of these really fun things. So, oh, he's mad. So, again, she's like, if you remember Gorefist, when he roared, we changed it so that's when it summons the little ads, but those ads all have like 2 hit points. So
Yeah, like the ads actually feel like just like cannon fodder that you just
Yep.
throw aside for a
Yep.
second.
Because you can shoot the boss the whole time that's happening. You just have to be careful. It's a little bit harder to ignore on, say, Nightmare or Veteran or something. Yeah, nice job. You're getting that dodge timing down. Oh, here it comes.
God. Paying attention to that like giant sweep while
Yep.
also having to deal with this guy. Uh-oh. It's okay.
Somebody asked if it's 3-player or 4-player. It's still 3-player, just like Remnant 1. I'm trying to answer any questions I can here.
Aha! Oh, you've been generating.
Oh, that's a good question. Cataclysmic says, can 3 players use the shop at once now? Yes, they can. We have the technology. So
Beautiful.
all players can use the shop at the same time. There you go. So basically, as you can tell, she's using her life, or it is using its life to bring him back to life, right?
Mm-hmm. So once more.
Or you could just shoot it. I mean, you could just shoot the boss. It's
Could-
up to you.
I mean, I could just shoot the
You
boss.
could. I mean, I don't know if you're going to tentacle it, but no. Nice.
We're all good.
Yep. Let's see what they say. Woo. More card. Okay, yeah. Just reading what they're saying, making sure I'm not missing any.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Now, can she actually use up the last of her life?
I don't remember if she kills herself or if she goes to 1 hit point. I can't remember exactly. But like I said, you can always just shoot her too. No, it won't kill itself. Nice job. Perfect.
There we go.
So that's pretty much it. We can't, I don't think we can let him touch World Stone, right? Check boss.
Oh, yeah, let's
the
check
problem
the-
is that you can't. Oh, okay. Yeah, so go real quick. Go touch. He's gonna turn off something because we don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
So what we'll do first is we'll go once he turns it off. We'll go to the World Stone. Let me know when you're ready over there.
Yep, I'm ready to touch it.
Just waiting for. We don't want to spoil anything super duper. We're good. Okay, so now hit this.
Okay.
And no telling anybody anything.
I won't say anything, but that is cool.
Well, you'll see why. All right, so now run out here real quick.
Spoilers, chat. You can't see any of this.
You can't see anything, but it's definitely cool, and you should aspire to want to see it in the future. So look to your right.
Oh.
Go through there. We'll get you back real
Nice.
quick, and then shoot that.
Wow.
Give us 30 seconds.
Can they hear anything that's going on?
No, they can't.
They can't? Oh, man. They don't even get to hear anything?
Nope, they can't hear any of the cool things that are happening.
Oh, that's
It's just,
unfortunate.
it's just
Y'all are missing out.
so cool. We definitely don't want to spoil it. So you're almost there.
Cool.
And then what we'll do is we will touch the World Stone.
Stare at my glasses, chat.
Stare at his glasses.
Get your sneak
Enhance. Enhance.
Get the sneak peek.
Get the sneak peek. You got to be at the right angle. That's why I didn't wear glasses, because I knew. All right, touch this one, and then just go back to Ward 13.
All right. And that was just one of the ways that you can kill that boss. There's an alternate kill
Yep.
of some kind.
All world bosses.
All world bosses have an alternate kill.
Yep.
That's actually really cool.
All right, so now let's go talk to McCabe.
Okay, I think you can. Yeah, you can put us back. All right. So who makes the weapon?
McCabe. Wait, does she? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, it's McCabe. It's McCabe. Yeah, go to McCabe. She's the crafter. He's the upgrader. So let's talk to her real
Alright.
quick.
All right then.
So if you remember from Remnant 1, now you can buy Twisted Arbalest.
Twisted. Oh.
You also got a mod. Just be careful on your Illuminite. You have enough. You could buy both. But get Twisted Arbalest.
All right.
And then you might as well get...
Yeah, might as well get this.
might
too.
as well get that. So now let's go back to... Wait, if we're going to go back... We need some enemies for him to shoot. We're going to have to hide it, right? You
Yeah,
just do it in the training area? Okay, let's do it in the
Yeah, let's
training.
just do the
I don't know
training
how
area.
much it'll work.
And then right click will put on the new mod.
Yep. So that's a
That's
really
cool.
fun one. So touch the World Stone
Oh,
and
I
then...
just
and
have
then
to.
that's good.
Yeah, that looks really cool.
It is cool. It's the root style. So touch that, and then we'll shoot a shoot the tremor first, just out into the open. And you guys can see what it looks like. And again, this is tied to the mod. Whoa! Touch this really quick. So now shoot the just shoot tremor out here into the center.
All right.
Yep. So
Ooh.
so if you remember,
Oh,
Mothermind
that's
was
sick.
rumbling the ground and doing all that cool stuff. So now switch to the other weapon, the Twisted Arbalest. Don't use the mod yet.
Mm-hmm.
So go shoot a couple of these things with it. And you guys might remember this from Remnant 1. The ricochet rifle, right?
I love the ricochet
So
rifle.
it's updated now. So now hit F now that they're marked. So he
Oh, that's
calls,
awesome.
calls the swords out of the sky, right? So it's like he's using his hands, you're calling the swords out of the sky. So basically what you do is you mark them with the primary shot. You have to mark them with the primary feature. And then pull the mod once they're marked. And it'll hit everything that you've marked with the primary shot.
That's
which is
really
pretty-
cool.
And it does a small AoE as well, which is pretty neat. So really
And
fun
then
gun.
try
And then
this.
of course you have Tremor, yeah. So that's like,
And that tremor actually does less damage as you get further away.
it does, but it also will destroy those little roly-polies that were mobbing you before. It's really good. It also does additional stagger damage.
And just the actual like ricochet gun by itself is already doing a lot of damage.
Oh, it's
here.
good. I mean, you're hitting multiple targets, right? And then, yeah.
I mean,
that
just
does-
just the initial hit, 172. That's worth 2 of the rifle shots.
because it's a single shot, right? So that's pretty much it, right? We got anything else? Got any final questions from the chat or anything like that? Or even your thoughts?
So far, my thoughts. I mean, whenever you hear like the second iteration of a game, this really does feel like it's the second iteration. Like it takes everything that you had in Remnant 1 and just sort of improve. Oh, that can do friendly fire.
Oh, friendly fire is in the game. You got to be careful.
I love that.
However, real quick, I don't know if you noticed, the archetype trait for the handler is called kinship, which reduces outgoing and incoming friendly fire. Now, by default, it doesn't seem like that strong of a trait, but when you use something like this point blank, rockets, grenades, whatever you may have that is point blank, you can take no damage from
Yeah,
it.
you can just really nuke yourself with that thing, so. But no, overall, like, it's really just touching up on everything that made Remnant 1 good, and it's just improving upon it. Chat, thank you for, like, enduring my playthrough of it. I'm definitely, like, not being, like, in my setup, I definitely could have done a little bit better, but thank you all for watching. Appreciate that. So this is going to be available in summer of 2023 for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series.
Yep.
So that'll be... And for PC, it will be available on... on Steam.
Yep. That's it.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.